building is a little strange because she never wants to change. She has a black robe, a black hat, green skin, and a smelly black cat. She has one big wart growing on her nose and 17 pimples on her toes. But her food is even worse because she eats it course by course. First, she has 17 bats laid on top of 7 rats. Then she has 20 flies with lots and lots of llama eyes. Then she has a horrible soup because it's made with doggy poop. But worst of all is her dessert. It's little children rolled in dirt. Last night she had a witch's feast and turned into a greedy beast. I think she ate my best friend Tilly and ate her with some peas and broccoli. That scared me most of all.
The day the dragon came to call, she ate the gate, the playground wall, and slate by slate the roof and all, and every classroom big or small. So she's undeniably great. She's absolutely cool. The dragon wait, I saw. Pupil panicked, teacher ran. She flew at them with winding span. She spewed a few and then made you control a pop man. 2-part car and a transit van. Wow! She's undeniably great. She's absolutely cool. The dragon wait, I saw. She bit off the head of the head. She said he was dead. And he bled. And as she fed, her chin went red, and she swallowed the tadpole shell. Oh, she's undeniably great. She's absolutely cool. The dragon wait, I saw. It stands her that we may free. We need and write, we need and read. Me and my mates are all agreed. We're very pleased to hear indeed. So clear the way and let her proceed. 'Cause she's undeniably great. She's absolutely cool. The dragon wait, I saw.
We're going on a school trip today. The whole class going to Whitney Bay. I'm taking me ball and bat with me to play beach cricket. And let me see. I mustn't forget my new frisbee, and teacher say to bring a sandwich. She say to bring a waterproof mat and a change of clothes in a knapsack. For it bound to rain, she guaranteed, and half a glass and nothing to see. And we mustn't forget annual leave. Teacher say to bring a sandwich. She say we can bring a can of drink. I'm bringing fizzy orange, I think. Some grasshoppers can share me, and everybody else probably an apple orange. And I definitely won't forget to bring a sandwich. I asked my mother for some bread, butter, lettuce, and some cheddar cheese. Don't need nothing more. I'm just heading for the door when I bumped into me Granny Lenore. And she said, oh, sandwich. She said, don't know what your mother think about, how she could let a growing child go out with one little sandwich alone to eat leh. But don't you worry, Chili, in this basket. I got corn, chicken, and jerk meat. You don't need to take a sandwich. I said to her, you don't understand. I cannot take all of them things, Gran. The whole class will laugh at me. She said, I do your favor with Cassie. I'll tell her, Gran, teacher specifically said that we must bring a sandwich. But she not listening to a thing. He said, boss passed me and then she bring out a bowl of rice and peas. A whole heart of bread, if you please. I was down on the floor, put me hands and knees, begging, give me back me sandwich. Then Gran took out the thermos flask. I shut the eyes, so afraid to ask. But I wonder what next she would have produced. Look, some nice sour soup juice. So give me that nonsense, that's no use. she think it's just like his sandwich. Gran, you have enough to feed the whole class there. She said, that is right, you must learn how to share. I bet something better for your teacher too. And she took out a bowl of kalu too. I asked myself, what am I going to do? I only want to take a sandwich. No matter how many begged and plead, she was like a mad bull on stampede. So with chicken, rice, and hard-boiled bread, my heart and foot and heavy like lead. I wave goodbye to my street cred and leave without my sandwich. All day I tried to pretend I didn't know that basket, but in the end, lunchtime come around, spread some blanket on the ground, and everybody settled down to open up their sandwich. Teacher say, what have you got there? I pretend I didn't hear, but that basket wouldn't go away, and then I just started to pray that they wouldn't laugh too loud when I display what I bring instead of a sandwich. Well, everybody eyed near pop out. My friend Lee starts to lick him out. So I asked them if they all want some. They looked on me like I really dumb. In no time we finish every crumb, and then all forget them sandwich. Teacher say, thank you grandmother for us. I was so proud I nearly bust. She say, that was a really super meal. Everybody say, yeah, that was cool, Neil. And you don't know how glad I feel that I didn't bring a sandwich.
River's a wanderer, a nomad, a tramp. He never chooses one place to set up his camp.
The rivers are wind, through valleys and hills. He twists and he turns, he just cannot be still.
The river's a hoarder, and he buries down deep those little treasures that he wants to keep.
The river's a baby, he gurgles and hums, and seems like he's happy, sucking his thumb. The river's a singer, as he dances along. The countryside echoes the notes of his song.
The river's a monster, hungry and vexed. He's gobbled up trees, and he'll swallow you to death.
Oh no!
The owl and the pussycat went to sea in a beautiful pea-green boat. They took some honey and plenty of money wrapped up in a 5-pound note. The owl looked up at the stars above and sang from a small guitar. Oh, lovely kitty, oh, kitty, my love. What a beautiful kitty you are. You are, you are. What a beautiful kitty you are. The cat said to the owl, you elegant fowl, how charming and sweet you sing. Oh, let us be married, too long have we tarried, but what shall we do for a ring? So they sailed away for a year and a day, to the land where the balm tree grows. And there, in a wood, a pigwig stood, with a ring at the end of his nose. His nose, with a ring at the end of his nose. Dear pig, are you willing to sell for 1 shilling your ring? Said the piggy, or won't. So they took it away and married the next day by the turkey who lived on the hill. They dined on mince and slices of quince, which they ate with a runcible spoon. Then hand in hand, on the edge of the sand, they danced in the light of the moon. The moon, the moon. They danced in the light of the moon.
The buzzsaw snarled and rattled in the yard, and made dust and dropped stove-length sticks of wood. Sweet-scented stuff when the breeze drew across it. And from there, those that lifted eyes could count 5 mountain ranges, one behind the other, under the sunset, far into Vermont. And the saw snarled and rattled, as it ran light or had to bear a load. and nothing happened. Day was all but done. Call it a day, I wish they might have said, to please the boy by giving him the half hour that a boy wishes for when saved from work. His sister stood beside them in an apron to tell them, supper! And at the word, as if to prove Saws knew what supper meant, leaped out at the hand, or seemed to leap, however it had been. Neither refused the meeting, but the hand! The boy's first outcry was a rueful laugh, as he swung towards them, holding up the hand, half in appeal, but half as if to keep the life from spilling. Then the boy saw all, since he was old enough to know, big boy doing a man's work, though a child at heart. He saw all spoiled. The doctor, when he comes, don't let him cut my hand off. Don't let him, sister. So, but the hand was already gone. He lay and puffed his lips out with his breath. And then the watch rider's pulse took fright. No one believed. They listened at his heart. Little, less, nothing, and that ended it. No more to build on there, and they, since they were not the ones dead, turned to their affairs.
My solar camise was peacock blue in another, glistening like an orange split open, embossed slippers gold and black, points curling. Candy striped glass bangles snapped, drew blood. Like at school, fashions changed. In Pakistan. My solar bombs were broad and stiff and narrow. My aunt chose an apple green sari, silver bordered, for my teens. I tried each satin silken top. I was alien in the sitting room. I could never be as lovely as those clothes. I longed for denim and corduroy. My costume clung to me as I was aflame. I couldn't rise up out of its fire. Half English, unlike Aunt Jamila. I wanted my parents' camel skin lamp, switching it on in the bedroom to consider the cruelty and transformation. From camel to shade, marvel at the colors like stained glass. My mother cherished her jewelry. Indian gold, dangling, filigree, but it was stolen from our car. The presents were radiant in my wardrobe. My aunts requested cardigans from Marks and Spencer's. My solar camise didn't impress the school friend, who sat on my bed and asked to see my weekend clothes. But often, I admired the mirror work, tried to glimpse of myself in the miniature. Glass circles recall the story, how the three of us sailed to England. Prickly heat had me screaming away. I ended up in a cot in my English grandmother's dining room. I found myself alone, playing with a tin boat. I pictured my birthplace in 50s photographs. When I was older, there was conflict and fractured land, throbbing through newsprint. Sometimes I saw Lahore. My aunts in shaded rooms screened for male visitors, sorting presents, wrapping them in tissue. Or there were beggars and sweeper girls. And I was there, of no fixed nationality, staring through fretwork at Shalimar Garden.
Please welcome our Year 10 winner of the speech contest, Marissa.
Over 3 billion people across the world depend on the ocean. It generates economic growth, jobs, health, food, and now with the booming tourism industry, we'll be expecting to see a rise in all of these aspects. However, in contrast to these statistics, we are also seeing an unprecedented increase in fish exploitation, ocean acidification, and plastic litter. The worst part of it all of us are unconsciously contributing to the destruction of our oceans. So this leaves us with the question, are we nourishing the country with our oceans or destroying it trying to help it instead? To begin with, one of the most talked about issues in the world currently is our use of plastic and the waste that's produced afterwards. To put things into perspective, let's say an average person uses about 1 plastic bag every day and 2 plastic bottles a week. This may not sound like much now, but across a whole year, each of us would be producing at least 100 times more than that. So how does this affect our oceans? Not only does it look displeasing, but for every plastic bag that is put into the ocean, it increases the risk of an animal either ingesting on it, choking on it, or even dying from it. We use plastic in our everyday life, and it's no lie that's engraved in us all. So because of that, we need to make a sustainable change. And we can do this by doing the simple things like recycling and reusing, so we can ultimately reduce the amount of plastic we use. And we can only hope that this will lead to the change in our oceans. Over the past few years, our world is becoming more aware of global warming and how to reduce carbon emissions. But global warming is still increasing at the rate that it is, and our oceans absorb about 30% of those carbon emissions. This is second in line to rainforests, which absorb about 40%. As you can imagine, this has increased the ocean's acidity, and it's disrupting our ecosystems by the day. With increased temperatures and increased acidities, this can lead to insufficient coral growth, known as bleaching, and this can deprive every animal, big or small, of essential nutrients they need. Now with increased fish exploitation, not only are we changing the way they've been living all these years, but we are pushing the limits of the ocean. And sooner or later, we will reach the limit. And when we do, it will already be too late. We can forget about raising the economy and increasing any other aspect I mentioned before if we won't have anything to raise it with. No ocean to raise it with. If we want sustainability, we need to start it. So here I stand before all of you, urging you to take action before that time comes. Not only for our own good, but for life beneath the ocean. Thank you.
Non-working, there we go. Non-fiction, non-fiction. It's a non-question. It's the best type of book. Imagine a book that has the really real information in it. Poetry might tell you it's the best words in the best order, but non-fiction is the truest words in the only true order. Think about this. The most important, the one you would want. If you were on a desert island, would you want, I don't know, would you want a book, How to Make Delicious Desert Island Food, a non-fiction guide, or would you want Harry Potter? Which one would keep you alive? Exactly. Non-fiction, non-fiction, it's only the only truest way to write. So is it the best type of writing? Of course it's the best type of writing. Thank you.
So I'm going to talk about fiction. Well, obviously, only silly people would believe what Mr. Nathan was telling you because everyone cheered when he said Harry Potter, and that's true. We love Harry Potter, and obviously J.K. Rowling is one of the best authors in the world, and she writes fiction. We can also remember people like Roald Dahl, Michael Morpurgo. We study those authors a lot in class. And one of the best things about reading fiction books is that you sleep better if you read a book before you go to sleep. And one of the other really good things about fiction books is it's a very good thing to do to relieve your stress. So if you're feeling very wound up and anxious, if you get yourself into a good book, you might end up feeling a lot calmer.
Whoa, 4 seconds to go. So much Fiona. Thank you, Miss Newfoundland.
Oh, please. Come on, we know that poetry is the best form of literature because it was the first form of literature. It was when we started, we sat around a fire, we told the stories. The Greeks, they had the heroes, they had Achilles and his dodgy heel. They had the beautiful Helen of Troy, almost as beautiful as Miss Emma, wherever she is. And we move on. You move on a couple of thousand years, where do you get to? You get to the greatest author the world has ever known, William Shakespeare. What did he write? He wrote poetry. And it was the finest poetry the world has ever known. One final thing. No man ever won a woman's heart with a textbook, Mr. Niven. They used a love poem. Thank you, ISP.
fitting today as well, after all these amazing poems that we've seen. It's great to know that poetry is the best form of literature. Can you give yourselves all a massive fire